Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is the return of Pyanodons. So I've been busy with other things lately. In particular, I'm still trying to have my time recorded for a job that I've been working for back pay, but yeah, that's still going on. It's May, mid-May, and I've been working since the beginning of the year, pretty much. And yeah, still not paid. Regardless, life continues. Today is Pyanodons. I need to sort of get into Pyanodons mode. Oh God, so something else has changed since the last time. So last time I started making acetylene, right? Yes, I started setting up and making acetylene so I could get some titanium going. I set up more iron plate production. Significantly more iron plate production, such that now it's actually somewhat sufficient for my current demand. What I was planning on today was further expansion of the additional advanced foundries to start increasing the efficiency of glass and copper and even titanium and lead and tin production, because for the most part all of those processes have hot air recipes that are far more efficient. Some have other recipes currently available, but I'm not going to truly bother with that. This doesn't have anything new. I'm pretty sure the aluminium one is better. The glass with hot air is better. And the lead with hot air and the tin and the titanium. So all this. Yeah. Alright, well, let's get to it then. I'm sort of blocked a little bit right here by all of these pipes. Oops. But anyway, I have 4 machines. That should be enough to take care of the, quartz, at least. I'm probably just going to... What am I gonna do with this? Like, where am I gonna put it? Oh, good questions, good questions. Where am I gonna put stuff and things? I guess I'll stick the quartz, start working my way upwards. Up here. So I'll get quartz going. Let's see how I will do this. This will be quartz in, this will be glass. This will be glass out. That will be quartz in. Oh look, I need inserters. Oh look, I need small parts. Good thing I'm making tons of this stuff. Absolute tons. Of all of this. In fact, I am backed up on the small parts, which is incredibly nice. I can just run right on over it. Make as many of these inserters as I want. And perhaps go up here, grab some additional wood, grab additional copper. And don't forget the iron. Oh, hello. Very important research. Yeah, let's continue this very, very important research. And crafting is incredibly important. Now, I could expand this steel, technically. Double how much I'm getting out of that. Start using some of this increased efficiency production. So I will need to reroute the quartz to go up. Oh, get out of my way, rocks. Out of the way. I just wanna... Yeah, let's make sure I am at least somewhat centered. Move this. Alright. That should be better. Maybe. This will be hot air quartz glass. This will be set up similarly to the other stuff. Make some of those, make some of those, make some of those. I need pipes. Pipes! I'll probably need to just make a whole new hot air machine setup as well. That seems like it will be necessary. I'm coming down here because I can pick up... Oh, why am I even... Why did I even make undergrounds? I've got undergrounds. You should be storing 2 sets of those. And I'll take all the ones that you currently have. Yeah, so I make pipes here to fuel these engines. Oh, I'm grabbing aluminium that I don't need to grab. Right, I need radars. Yeah, that helps. I can see clearly now. Just how bad my base is everywhere. Actually, the mic needs to be right about there. Alright. How much duralumin? Enough for now. Okay. You're gonna go this way. Pipes will connect there. Now I am very uncertain as to whether or not this will really consume all of the quartz that I am currently inputting. And do remember that I'll be connecting things that way. Let's give it some glorious power. Glorious power. Ugh. There we go. Then just hook it up this way. Then it actually needs, you know, the hot air hookup, which... Where am I going to do that? That's a good question. Will likely require additional pipe to grounds. There they go. Movement! Oh god. 30 seconds per glass. Uses 24 quartz. Not the most efficient process in the world, but it is far better than this one. Far better than this one. And that is all of that glass. Welcome to the party. More glass. Now, how am I gonna route this? Probably... Gosh. Here. I'm apparently carrying around 707 units of glass for some reason. Now I can just demolish and reclaim stuff from this line. That's now just that much less on the coal that's being used. I have to be careful not to remove all of the power poles, because some of these are very important. Get away from me, ant. Had an ant crawling on me. Alright, I need that. I need that. Alright, I don't think I can remove anything else from here. But yeah, more, looks like more machines are required, so... do that rotation. Wait for those to pass through, then do this, and this, and this. And then this. And I could do that, but I'll just leave that here. Get the power pole up. Get this power pole up. get these inputs in, get that there, get these there, get belts going in, and ta-da. Cool. I need more of those machines. Advanced foundries. Because there's a lot more to get set up. I think it's all going to come down to how much copper I have. Come on, give me 2 more. There we go. I mean, I'm making quite a bit of these copper plates right now, but not quite enough for the machines that I need. Again, from the last episode of this 2 days ago, I will reiterate, I really do think that these machines require way too many resources for this part of the game. Makes this whole process incredibly stupidly slow. I mean, it's faster for now, but it's faster now that I have increased efficiency on the iron plates being produced. But that won't last forever. This patch won't last forever. Okay, advanced foundry. Making... that'll be 6. I'm pretty sure that this single advanced foundry should be able to handle more than one of these machines, I would think. $10 every second and a half versus 10 every 2 seconds. And I guess I can keep it at a 1-to-1 for these. Regenerative heat exchanger, that is somewhere else, isn't it? Right there. Then pressure pumps. I apparently have a bunch of those. As much as I really don't want to have to do this, I can further increase the efficiency of this by doing something like this. And then same on the other side, just output, output, input, input. And then what I can do is add more of a buffer if I have any of these by doing that and then taking out some of them. By having stuff on belts, it lets me not need so much stuff. Or it lets me not have to care so much about exact amounts in these machines. Now, ideally, this helps speed things up, but it still looks like I just can't get enough in and out. So I may need yet another out and in. And another... I can't do another out there. I would need to do interesting things with long-handeds. Ugh. Gosh. Gosh, Josh. I don't even have long-handed. Give me some long-handed. Alright, that helps with that. Now it's all about being able to get the stuff in, isn't it? Give me these red plate. Oh, and now it's an issue of not enough pressurized air. Well, fortunately enough, that's pretty easily solvable. Three whole machines for pressured air. And it looks like I need a fourth. Oh, but now I'm backing up on hot air, which is what I want. So just by helping to maximize the production out of this machine by reducing inefficiencies, I am able to produce the hot air that I need for these processes without needing to make new machines. Speaking of new machines, though, I am not consuming all of the quartz. So I think, and speaking of, alright, I think that's going to be okay for now. In, out, out. Then pipes, undergrounds. And there we go. That, ideally, that will consume all that I am producing from these on the quartz. One would think. In fact, I would think the 6 would be sufficient, but 8 seems to be working for now. Let's see, what do I need? Iron, copper, beautiful things. I could just keep expanding how much copper plates I keep getting, but I think what might be the far more intelligent plan going forward would be to just put a spot on my bus the next piece over and just start trying to, you know, make the machines. Automate the making of the machines. It'll consume a heck of a lot of the resources, but, I won't have to worry about handcrafting them as much. It would be nice to not have to wait for the handcrafting. But, before I do that, though, these use a significant amount of circuit boards, so I really can't do that until I get circuit boards. Basically everything requires circuit boards, so I can't actually do that until I get those. The next foundries will be processing the copper. That's what the next foundries are going to process. Now, I don't necessarily need this line right here. What I'd prefer, would there even be... If I move this copper down one lane, and I have these here, so let's place that to mark, but because that's where that would be precisely, it would output this line. I would have another here, so I would need to move the rocks a bit. I also have the acetylene pipe there that I would have to work around, but it doesn't seem like it would be as big of an issue. Yeah, I think I will, whoops, do this. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Keep that bottom line. That should work. Now, the way that I have these placed isn't in line with the iron. I'd rather have it in line with the iron, and I don't even know. Are these even in line with the ones on the iron? No, these aren't. That's gonna be slightly annoying. I'll fix it at some point or another. That one's in line. Because what I could do... this sort of blocks things. Okay, so I need the hot air here. And here. I'm just trying to think about how I would want to set this up. In the meantime, start making bunches and bunches of pipes and some pipes to ground. This will be copper in. This will be copper in, but yeah, just as wait, you're off. There we go. Just as long as there's enough space to put 2 of these. And then some means of power. And these will be these copper. I might just run this 1 tile higher. Just, that's just to keep the flow going for now. Get, reference markers. And that solves that issue. Okay, done with that. Quartz processing. That is a lot of coal gas that gets used. It's a big increase in the amount of glass that you get per unit quartz. But I don't know if it's quite worth the coal gas at this point in time to do that. I will now break those down and get them placed down here for this little thing known as symmetry. Cool beans. Now, I need to make sure that the copper gets split off and goes where it needs to go. I can remove all of this stuff. Any overflow should... oh god. Should still go down to where I am getting the copper done through the other worse process. Really now. Even more inserters. And yes, I am backed up on the copper. It's not incredibly necessary for me to do this in right now to change this process, but it is important when it comes to how I'm using my iron ore, because this essentially extends the ability for me to, or it extends how much time my ore patches will last. That's how I can phrase that properly, I suppose. All the things will be mine. And I just need the power now. Oh, that doesn't actually... Yeah, let's make sure these have the line up and all that. So, it would be nice if these 6 machines were to grab all of the copper as it's coming in. It looks like it actually does. So I'm just going to terminate that for now. And this is about the best I can do on the copper in at the moment in terms of efficiency. Speaking of copper, oh boy. Looks like I need to go out and get more of that from a resource patch. That's a good, decent one. I'm thinking... Hello! Now that's a patch of copper. That's a patch of copper. Oh boy. Yeah, so that's where I'm gonna go for copper. I'm probably also just going to start grabbing this coal if I'm going to be bringing that many belts down. Oh, I have a powerhouse just sitting here. Okay, just making sure. Speaking of power, I want to work on that very, very shortly. The lack of the size of that copper patch that I'm currently mining is disturbing. Oh right, I need to, you know, actually have the output for this. Yeah, so the copper will matter most, I think. And I need to get this fixed. So let's... And it's pretty much a straight shot, isn't it? Well, it's a straight shot from here. So let's actually go over to the lead and start running the line of poles from the lead. It's unfortunate that I feel like I have to use these small power poles for this. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough small power poles for this. Whoops. If you're going to do it right. Maintain straight lines, please. No, you don't. Oh, I should have plenty of these poles for this. And I get an extra inventory space once I get under 50, which I just did. Goodbye, kitty. Go do your thing. Now, am I going to have enough poles once I get there to power the drills? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Actually. Not all of the drills, anyway. Well, I had enough to get out here, but definitely not enough for the drills. Also, this is regolites. I think this is a convenient area just because of, you know, this and aluminium being next door and lead. So there's 3 resources out here, nice big patches, along with others that are pretty close by as well. This is a good, like, outpost expansion type site. So I'm fine with this. Now, north-south? I guess so. And I may as well make use of the poles that I have. Ugh, not enough to get the one at the end. Alright. Well, guess I can run these down. Really? At least I don't have to worry about running out of the belts along the way. Now, yes, this would be better as a train, but... Can I even make trains? Locomotives, I should say. I don't think so. I don't even have green tech yet, and I'm pretty sure trains are green tech. Next level of tech that I am taking my sweet time getting to. Now, whenever I need more copper ore, I can just go up and add more miners to that patch, because that patch is going to last us, or me, I should say, an incredibly long time. And I suppose I'll bring this in on this line here. Let's hop that, shall we, for now? That's actually a temporary setup as I plan for the future. Now I will have to jump this, actually, it would be better if this was down one. just because the way I currently have this set up on these jaw crushers here is I do have a gap because of this acetylene, so if I'm going to have a gap, I may as well run this in that gap. And that just means I can do this as well. Make things look a lot nicer. Now, I didn't put a radar up there, and I probably should have. Oh well. Yeah, and more mining drills definitely means more power draw. Granted, only 6 are running at the moment. Now, I am automating my small power pole production, so I can go over and start working on that. Oh look, it's backing up because I am backing up. That is a good sign. Okay, so I have iron and copper going. I have a lot more glass coming in. And I'm actually producing more than what the current labs can handle off of this one machine. That's wonderful. So the next step is I want to get combustion power going. Now I have to give this a bit of a think because I am uncertain of exactly how I want to do this. Oh, I'm here to pick up my poles for one. Okay, so I'm going to vastly expand how much coal is being produced. That, I think, by necessity needs to be step 1 in this process. Vastly increasing the amount of coal that's being produced. And then call out how I'm going to Arg. I always forget. That is a way. It's not a very good way if I had the space here, but this is the problem without adjustable inserters. That puts on this side, so that doesn't actually do anything. As you can see, this puts on the right-hand side. So if it's on this side, it just ends up back. Does that seriously work? That puts on this side, that should put on that outside. Actually, this should put on that outside too. No, this puts on the inside, but this should put on the outside. Let's see. Hey, look! It functions, but then it all gets put onto the one side there, so... Oh, joy. And then, yeah, just... Alright, screw it. Screw all of this nonsense and BS. This... Just do the proper... Just do the balancer at the end. It only matters if, I'm outputting more than the single lane can handle, which currently I am not. Though I probably should have just designed this so that there was 2 on each side anyway, but bleh. Meh. How much space would that take? I've got that in, and I've got that there. Could I fit that? Oh, hello, tech. Here, get green. Could I fit that plus the line in the middle plus that? No. No, that's unfortunate. So I would just need to, like, put it somewhere else. Anyway, having 2 of these is probably a bit more than my production of mushrooms can handle, I would think. Oh, I'm limited by how quickly I can even shove this stuff out to begin with. Alright, so let's do the belt balance further out here. Give me some room to work with. That's 4 out. And I am compressing a lane. Now, am I able to really get all the mushrooms in that I need in a cycle? Yes. So this should start, because I need 5 per second on the mushrooms. Oh, hello. What's with my glass? It's just slow. Alright. Now, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So remember, I need at least 5 per second. I'm making 3.84. How many do I need for 5? 11. I would make... And then I need a little bit more for the science. I think it's another 3 for the science. If it was running at full capacity. What is that number again? On the, this machine? Oh, it's 1.43. So 5, that's 6. 6.43 is the magic number. So about 7, I would say. So minimum 14. I would probably want to have 16, but how much water is that? It's a lot of water. I would want to supplement the amount of water, I think, because the water's being used for other things as well. Alright, make more. Oh, I have more. Hello. This is 8 currently. I need to double. Double! How many I have? So I need 3 more. Where are you again? Down here. I need... Oh! Haha! Hello, tin! I need to grab my tin! Which I should have a lot of tin. Maybe. Maybe have an okay amount of tin. That's one thing that I haven't brought over yet. Yeah, sure, start doing that. That's a lot of plates. There's 1. Need 2 more. Looks like I need more copper. Fortunately, I've got, lots of copper. 3. Excellent. That should be the 8. Now the real question is, how does this handle belts? Chromium processing. 52 or 51% of a normal belt, alright. Cool. But that is more than one lane of a belt, so I have to bear that in mind. That is more than one lane. So I need to do some trickery. Yes, some trickery. That would go correctly, right? Would that be correct? Let's watch this once a full cycle completes. That works. Alrighty then. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Glad that that works. Just making sure I'm not gonna screw this up as I add more and more insettas into the mix. And I may as well fix everything else along this line. That one works, this one doesn't. Let's get these all made up into proper settings. Ugh, this is... This is weird. Okay, that should be everything fixed. That should be everything fixed. And it should be inherently balanced, so I shouldn't need a balancer at the end of this, per se. I suppose I like the look of the snaking mushrooms as well. And it should back up for how many that I have. It should be backed up. Just make sure I shift C my extra mushrooms. Alright, oh, and it looks like coal is officially backed up thanks to that. Just adding a second machine has backed up my coal. Wonderful. Now I can start making additional coke for power. Now, how do I want to go about doing this is the question of the day. I could also turn wood into coal and some little bit of coal gas. Could also make aromatics. Burn aromatics. Because I need the creosote, but I'm gonna need, There is somewhere in here a tar processor. It exists somewhere. There it is. Oh, I have them. I already have some. One of these will take tar and make creosote, and then I could actually make sand castings out of this, but no, the creosote, and then it's a gasifier, if I have one. Doesn't look like I have one. A gasifier would turn creosote into aromatics. Or, wait, is it this machine? This is black liquor and oxygen to aromatics. There was... I could have sworn... this recipe. Locked behind separation. Alright, so I would need to get the separation tech, and it is in a tar processing unit. And it is out of creosote. So basically just get the tar processing into creosote. Now, how do you get the tar? Well, you get tar at this point primarily out of the as a waste product from this destructive distillation machine. See, I'm currently killing the tar that is produced out of that. But I want to start producing additional tar out of stuff and things. Oh, and I guess I'm going to need at least a cooling tower for something or other. How many destructives do I have? Not enough. Alright. Put that there. Coal gas, make coke. Or out of coke. Could make tar out of stone and water. 500 tar, actually. That... That is an option. And then there's also this carbon dioxide that gets some aromatics out of tar. And it gives clay and it gives carbon dioxide. I think I need... Do I not need both of those? I know I need that rich clay for green science. I think I need carbon dioxide too for something or other. Circuits? In the circuit process? I know I need cyanic acid in the circuit process. Well, anyway, I think... Yeah, but this would involve having to pipe in even more water and belt in and mine a lot more stone. I mean, I am currently processing all of my stone into bricks. It would give me a purpose to stone, but I'm not actually making enough stone, and this is a very small stone patch, and is there even any other stone patch? I don't think there are other stone patches that exist. I think the only real way you get stone is by jaw crushers. It's funny, in coal processing 1, you get the ability to make red hot coke, but you can't do anything with it until you get uh, coal processing 2, I think. No, coal processing 2, when among all this stuff, I think somewhere is the ability to actually convert red hot coke or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's a green tech that it's locked behind. Separation. So, as good as this recipe may be, stone is actually pretty limited. So I think what I will do is this. Ingredients 3.33 per second. Wow. Okay. Now I do have to figure out what the hell I'm going to do with this iron oxide. And then it produces 2 coke per second. Well, what does the coke recipe require? 4 per second. Okay. So 6.66 per second to feed this one machine. And you bet your butt I'm just going to feed this right into the one machine. It's going to be coal in, and then this stuff out, and then there'll be tar processing happening right next door. Tar processing into creosote, and then into aromatics, and I'm going to have to pull off a little bit of that creosote because I'm going to be making some different wood out of it. In fact, this is a relatively decent location for another botanical nursery, just because I will be producing ash that is, I'm pretty sure, a 1-to-1 that gets used in those nurseries. Now, what I'm looking for is... well, what I'm looking for is fiberboard. What is that made in? No, I'm looking for treated wood. Treated wood is made in an assembling machine or an automated factory. Treated wood uses creosote and wood to make treated wood. Creosote and wood for treated wood. Yep. So I made this extra botanical nursery. Now what I can do is I can ship ash out here because this can use the ash recipe and kill off the ash, but that gonna have to belt in the ash somehow to do that. Phew. I'm gonna want one more of these, but just by the way. These produce 2 coke per second. I sort of do want this recipe. 1-to-1 cold Coke. This is actually a wonderful recipe. Lock behind Coke processing 1, ingredient 6, red hot Coke. Now the problem with this recipe is it's locked behind quenching tower, which as you can see requires coal processing 2 to make a quenching tower. So this would be great because you get 20 coal and 200 steam into 5 red hot Coke. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to do back. And then 6 red hot Coke to make 40 Coke. So it's a little more than 20 to make 20 coal to make 40 Coke. But you need the quenching tower, which requires coal processing 2, which requires green technology. Now I don't like that. Why give us that recipe at red tech and then lock the machine to do that recipe behind green? Does not compute in my mind. This is going to require a lot more coal than we have currently producing. At least producing renewably, I should say. I'm going to need several pipes. Several pipes. Colon. Need several pipes because I'm also going to need to make a bus of the coal gas. I need more copper. Where is my copper line? Now, the reason why I want a bit more coke from here is to have enough coke to feed a powerhouse that will be running off of aromatics once I finish off separation. So the powerhouse, I guess all of the aromatics will be going straight into the powerhouse, but so it's 100 aromatics every 3 seconds, and this separation recipe is 100 every 2 from 150 creosote. Requiring 100 tar. Alright. Let's do this properly then. At least somewhat properly. And then this produces 54 per second. This needs... Okay. I don't think I'll be able to even run a single powerhouse off of aromatics. But this is supplementary anyway, so meh. Just straight up meh. Cooling tower. And I think Pyanodon missed a slight trick here by having the outputs like this. Because it would be nice to be able to have these next to each other. Because the water loops right back in. Oh well. Because this ends up being a closed system where you produce as much steam that converts directly back into water, and it's wonderful. Separation is nearly completed. Okay, next tech. I guess machines for oil would be next. Get the tar outputs aligned. Aromatics, 150 creosote every 2 seconds, 75 per second. Oh god. Really? I would need the third one of these to feed this fully. Wow. Alright. Pipes. Pipe. Pull in all of the stuff. Pipe up all the, well, belt up all the stuff. You also make, yeah, the oxides. I guess I have a burner. Did I bother making a burner yet? Have I had the resources to make a burner yet? I do now. I really don't have a use for the oxide, the iron oxide, so this is just going to burn them. Burn it all. Oh, you require a fuel source. Huh. Interesting. Well, okay. Oh. There we go. Start pooping out the, products for me, please. Now, I would hope something in the coke makes it down here to feed this, but I'm okay with it not at all. Oh yeah, and it produces ash, which also this produces ash. I'll box it for now, but I have to route it over to the log production area. Now all this is going to be limited by coal gas, which I also have to pipe in. But for now, it is time to take the regularly scheduled break. I am gonna get up, stretch the legs, go grab a little something to eat, and I shall return and eat, and while eating, talk about plans and schemes going into the second part of the stream for today. So I shall see you all shortly. Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm back from the break. And yeah, this is an unfortunate part. Why is it not grabbing all of the coke? I do not know, but I guess I'll have to take care of that later on. The immediate thing is I want to try and make additional powerhouses. Powerhouse is now here. Just need to go grab some more lead plates. Make additional combustions while I'm at it. I like being backed up on the iron plates, seeing that. So I think I've pretty much decided that I'm going to basically have to get additional coal in from non-renewable sources. Welcome to the party, lead plates. I will gladly take additional powerhouses and combustion turbines. Now, I wonder if I really even need this out here anymore. I mean, this is the source of my coal gas that's feeding aluminium. But the reality is I need a spot on my bus for a few things. one of which will be coal gas. And water. I need coal gas and water. And tar, actually. So I've got 3 additional lines that I know exactly what I'm doing with. Now, how am I gonna move this gas? Oh, that's so unfortunate. Alright. Ugh. Need pipes. Need all the pipes. In fact, screw this nonsense with the pipes. I'm just going to find a space and make pipes. Pipe, pipe, pipe to ground. Doink, doink, doink. There we go. That'll give me unlimited access to pipes. Oh hey, I have water down here. But it should really be on my bus. And I'm going to want a fresh pump doing the water. Now, I want the coal gas to be sort of out here. That will be the coal gas. Give me all the piped ground. And this will be tar, just to have a tar. So yeah, see, this is the issue, is I now need to do this, because this just can't get all the coke in fast enough. So it's like, well, what do I do with the coke again? With this iron oxide? I mean, I could just make plates, iron plates, but then what am I going to do with the iron plates? Just, like, send them up, eventually that backs up, and if that backs up, this dies. So I need to burn, but I also need to have this moving. Right, this is going to filter iron oxide. that side. And what am I gonna do with this? I don't know. Actually, I do know. It's going to stay exactly like this. It will stay exactly like this, and what will happen is that the coke will stay backed up, and it will just be like that, because this is going to consume the coke. Why bother? Yes, you need coke. So actually, no, I actually want game for that to exist like that. Oh. Just add water. And since it's a closed system, I might be able to get away with... Oh. Might be able to get away with this briefly. Excellent. Now, eventually, this is going to run out of aromatics. I think. Wait, you need 33 aromatics per second. You make 50. Really? This is going to run out of tar. Because of the, coal gas. Then this is producing... how much power at the moment? Half of my power. This is now half of my power. So it's definitely reducing the draw from the steam. Which is why it exists. That's pretty good for a system that's just supposed to deal with a waste product. That, well, what I consider a waste product at the moment. What I really want is the coal gas. But, yeah. Alright. I guess I'll take it. Also, this is not right. Die, rocks! You are in my way. Alright, so that will be tar. And I can get my other distillation column way down at the other end to deal with it. Alright, this should officially not need any water anymore. boy. That's good to know. Can you really feed 2 of these? I think I'd rather not test that out. Anyway. Wow. So I want to grab these. B, start running this back. Then connect everything up at the other end. Because I want the coal gas to connect to my aluminium. Wait. Yes. Yes, this is fine. Now where do I want to bring the coal gas down? Because coal gas is here. It sort of goes around that way. Don't want it mucking up over here, so I guess I'll bring it down somewhere in here. Probably this line will be the coal gas. Sorry, gotta move you. Alright, that's coal gas. Just gotta finish off this connection over here. Then over. Then I have to worry about the whole over thing. And here I go again, having forgotten to turn off the media player. So, sorry if the music was overlapping. I don't even hear the game music. Which, thing is playing? I don't even know. Oh, I hear it now. I hear it now! Ha! This doesn't even have power, but I don't even have the, ash coming to it. So, that connects all of those other destructive distillation columns, or whatever they're called, to these. And now they should all be running. Yes. Yes, they are all operating. Only 4 of them, but still. Non-zero. And look, I can operate more. A little bit more. Excellent, so that will definitely help. Oh, hello, powerhouse. Didn't even see you there. Alright, so I was going to remove that so that I can connect this to this. Am I even going to be able to do that? Well, I'm currently not even using this. So, run this line. Where exactly does this... Hello, Duralumin. Would it be viable? Oh, hell no, that's not viable. This should work. So this connects the output tar from this destructive distillation column to the rest of the stuff. Now, I'm able to deal with the iron oxide fairly easily off of this machine due to... Oh, hello. You need, additional machines. Because I'm able to just route it into furnaces that can just feed into the iron. Grab those. Make those. Grab these. Grab some of those. Okay, now, am I consuming all of my coal gas from the stuff and things? Oh wow, that's... Yeah, that sorta makes sense. All the coal is gone. All the coal coming in from these is being consumed because I am consuming 10 per second and I am producing 5 per second. And this would be where I would bring in coal from up here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and over here, even more. I'm not lacking for coal anywhere close by, so that's lead. Lead, coal. I'm gonna go over to here and start mining out those. Make some miners. Grab some of that for even more miners. Grab those. Okay, so this lines up roughly equivalent to these, so I'll just start running up my power from there. All right, let's roll. Wait, why would I... This is why I need to pay more attention. So I don't need to do it from here. because I'm already running a line that's closer. Right over here. This line is much closer to the coal that I'm going to. Oh, and yeah, tar pits. Tar pits right here, 4 of them that I am very interested in. But the problem is the tar extractor requires... Hello? Chromium! It requires chromium to make that I am not currently making. Chromium. Product of chromium from chromium ore or chromite sand. Chromium ore. From the reserve or from ore. Locked behind. This is to get it from the rocks. Chromium. Mined from chromium ore. I have chromium right there. Right there. Huge chromium. And out here. I'd probably get this one mining first. But I am here for very specific things. Let's get this coke processing going, because that's very, 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 very important. Thanks to that, the one recipe that's 5 coal to 5 coke, it's basically gonna be what rescues me for the amount of coke that I need. Whoa, you are off by just a little bit there, buddy. Even more coal. Is that the spacing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the spacing. Oh, and that's all my drills. Beautiful. Let's, at least make the attempt at getting things somewhat even. You have 2. That should work. Maybe. Now to just connect at least one line. Let's see how this is looking. Oh, right. Sort of need the ones in the middle. These. The ones that actually connect the lines. And then the chromium is up there. While I'm out here, I may as well bring power poles up. Now, let's see if A, if I need a gas, and B, what gas I need to mine this. If it's acetylene, that's fine. If it's syn gas, I will need to start making some of that. I'm thinking it might be syngas. It's syngas. Okay. So, mining chromium will require apparently 4 units of syngas per cycle. Ugh. Ugh. Even more coal. Now to go all the way back, start belting down the coal line. So, getting the chromium going, I think will be an important step because I'm pretty sure that the chromium will be used for quite a few necessary machines. I might even need it for some machines for green science. I'm not certain about that, but I do know at the very least, I need it for the building that I need for mining tar from the tar pits down here. These guys. Now, how am I going to actually run this coal? Because I need to set it... It would probably be best to put it in... Wait, what? Aha! Not enough pull on the coal gas. Good! Good! So I don't want to go mucking about with, not being able to feed certain areas with this coal, so I'm going to have to bring it in over here. And it would be like that, pretty much. Alright, let's get the, get this brought up a little bit more. Get this brought over. Never draw straight. Mouse never just stays put for me. That's why I prefer moving my character to draw straight lines. Okay, that is extra coal in, which is handy. Very handy. How's power doing? Oh, hi, power. Oh, that is expected when I have... Oh, what? Huh? Why was there a buildup of tar? I don't know why there was a buildup of tar, but there was apparently a buildup of tar. Give me more iron. Also, I should not forget that I should place some limits on this, because it will clearly eat all of my iron plates. Ah, wood. I need wood! Well, let's provide an outlet for coal gas, shall we? And the outlet to coal gas shall be here. And it shall make use... Actually, do I want to do that? When I can do syngas. I need syngas. So, instead of burning coal gas, which is not great... Oh, it could be that this was out of coke. That's what it could be. It could be that it was out of coke. Yeah, I just need to deal with the excess coal gas. Can you make... What makes sin? You do. Coal gas! Hey look! Oh, and more tar. And more ash! Isn't that lovely? And coal gas right out of tar. That's even more lovely, actually. I mean, yeah, I need aromatics, but I mean, I need creosote, and I will need aromatics. Do I need to burn aromatics? I mean, I would, because if I have a use for aromatics, other than producing power out of it, or if I have a use for tar, rather than producing the creosote and the aromatics, if I could also use tar for coal gas, that would be great. Anyway, let's get this actually placed down somewhere convenient. Yeah, so let's make sure I know where the bus is, where the bus exists. Syngas, definitely. Need a water in. Rubber, sure. Oh, look, you are out of power. Great. Great. Well, I guess if I move this here, it can feed off of excess and get fed what I need burned. That should work. Then ash. Void ash. So, here's the thing with ash. You can apparently burn ash and produce more ash. You can burn it and make it 20% chance of making back your ash. Which, I mean, then what do you do? You have to have two burners side by side, I guess, that feed into each other. Boy, that's interesting. Rich clay uses ash, which I know I'll need to make rich clay at some point. For green science, of course, the logs here. This recipe uses ash. Apparently this log recipe uses tailings and CO2 and ash, and it's an even better process. Much better process, wow. Much faster process to get that. Apparently asphalt uses ash, gravel, and tar. And coal tiles and limestone tiles. There's plenty of uses for ash and even fertilizer. Yeah, look at that. Fertilizer. Huh. Well, anyway, for now. Oh, and you can apparently create coal dust and iron oxide out of ash through ash separation in a solid separator. What does coal dust do? Make ash! Coal dust makes ash! Oh, joy! Oh, but you can use that whole process to output just iron oxide. That's convenient to know. Titanium tetrachloride. Alright. Gold! Gold. Coal dust plus 1 second gold precipitate and ammonia to make a gold solution. Hey, it can be used to make syngas. And ash. Ash to coal dust to ash. Yeah, alright. No more doing nonsense with that. I have water here. A reminder that this is a closed loop on the water, so it doesn't really need any additional input. Alright, water. Let there be lights. Let's get the line brought over. I'm pretty sure that's the spacing. Pretty sure I have correct spacing there. Okay. Welcome to Syngas Land. This will also produce ash. Now, question of the day. Do I want to bus ash? No. Do I have what I need? Do I have the titanium for more burners? No. I can go grab the titanium for more burners. And while I'm at it, I'm going to grab some of my over 10, I'm sure by now, about 10,000 units of stone bricks and start painting the map here. Because I have a lot of stone bricks, and this is a lot of sand that slows you down. I have 14,600 stone bricks, so yeah, let's grab some of that. And just go, like, vomit. Paint the ground in bricks. This speeds me up 30%, so I'm not concerned in the slightest. Give me titanium. Hey, that's what 5,000 units of stone bricks looks like. Okay, next. Hey, grab more. Another 5k, sure. And just walk the line. Just walk the line until you are almost out. I want to probably try to hold on to some of this. At least get my walking path extended out of this. Alright. That's good. Now, burners. I have beautiful titanium in my inventory now. So, I need to remember that A, you need to feed burners, so burners need a fuel source, and, well, fortunately enough, I've got plenty of that. Hello, coal, come on down. The long-handed inserters, and then yep. I think that's what that's gonna be like. And that will ideally completely eliminate any and all ash. It's a shame that it takes two. And then what becomes absolutely necessary? Oh, I need more. Excuse me. I need more pipe to ground. Pull the tar line over. Because this is a source of extra tar, like it or not. And say hello to syngas. Now, I have a line here that is not being used, but what I think I'm gonna do, because this line's used, this line's not used, but it was going to be for water. This line's the acetylene. This line's the coal gas. This line is syngas. Now, syngas, I suppose, will get its own line here, and I'll have another set of 4 on a liquid bus. Now you can wish me luck if I decide that I want to try and run this up to the chromium as is. Yeah, because it's going to need a lot of pipe to ground to get up there. I could do it, though. I could do it. Either way. Next stop. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so I do find it interesting that this splits it half and half, thereabouts, between these two setups. I would much rather it prefer this one and scale back here. Well, regardless, I am making syngas. Syngas is making 70 or 23.33 per second. Now, if I build one of these and say syngas and water, or syngas and coke, you need a little bit more than what I'm currently producing. Just a little bit more. It's an extra 10 per second. Can ignore the water because it's a closed system. Just needs a kickstart with water, and then it's fine. Disconnecting it. Makes 50 per second. Make you over here make 50 per second, and this is actually 670. This is 600. So this produces a little bit less. I would imagine that this would end up producing a little bit less energy than what this is capable of running at full bore, because it's a higher temperature combustion into the combustion turbine. Why are you not? Oh, it was starved. And that's going to be the problem with this. This may be the better, like, the, quote, better process. It's just... I could set up the chromium. Oh, I apparently don't have the coke. Oh, hey, look, still too much coal gas because I'm not doing anything with the syngas. I need to do something with the syngas, so it may not be perfect. It's just so much coke. I should at least have the recipe now to convert. I don't know what the machine is. What's the machine? I would hope high pressure furnace. I would hope high pressure furnace. Is it you? Yes, it is you. But where am I going to put you? That is the question of the day, isn't it? Well, I guess I have to put you further back. I'm gonna put it here. And the reason... Actually, it's gonna be down, like... Ugh. like here-ish. And the reason is it's easy enough to get the coal down, but I can actually merge the coke out quite easily. So the hardest part here is going to be the coal. Ugh. Then this out. And conveniently enough, I've got a splitter right there. Splitter is right there just for me. Do that. Rich clay and sulfuric acid. It would be nice to have concrete. Interesting. You use these to make glass out of the powdered and crushed. Huh. Really? Coal dust out of raw fibers. Yeah, CO2 out of organic matter, that makes sense. I'm just exploring some of this, anyway. Oh, and I guess I should, at least attempt a, balancing of this by... Wait, that is balanced. Like, hold up. No, it's not. Wait. Really? This... Ah! These both go on the inside. Okay. When I tile it, it won't be balanced, but that'll work for now. Okay, so that increases the amount of that produced. Interesting. I want that many. Or at least I want another one. So remember what I just said about, just screwing with the balance. Yeah, I think. That works. By doing that, output that side. Oh, right. That works. Okay. So I have 2 of these. That's 2.5 per second, which is just fine, maybe? It's more coke than what I had, which is saying something. I can just watch as it gets consumed down here, making all this stuff to make acetylene. It's interesting that it appears that I am using all of my acetylene when making, well, when mining what little lead and titanium I'm currently mining. So that's interesting. You, of course, are dead, because you just don't have enough of the, stuff and things, and stuff and things. I'm just gonna run my coke down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my coke in. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to say input priority right. And what this is going to do is it's going to bring in everything from this side with priority. So anything that comes through on this side is prioritized. Now, I will also note that because I am doing this process pretty exclusively to get the coal gas and to get coke that would feed this thing, what I could do instead now is I can eliminate this iron oxide from the equation by replacing these with this process, the high pressure furnace. I can just replace it with this and feed them into a bunch of columns making coal gas out of coke, and that'll give me a whole bunch of ash that I can then burn, and it gives me lots of things differently than this. And it eliminates the iron oxide from the equation completely, but I won't do that today. Oh wow, you are maxed on your aromatics. You are maxed on that. How lovely. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump this over. I'm going to actually jump that. I'm apparently out of pipe to ground. I'm being lazy, so I'll just do this. Then feed it. Give me a cooling tower. Cooling tower, cooling tower, cooling tower. Come on, finish it, finish it, finish it, finish it! then combustion turbine. Don't need that anymore. And that, as they say, is that. I actually completed exactly what I wanted to complete today, which is transition into this power versus pure steam power. So now the steam power is basically not needed, I think. And I've got plenty of extra capacity available. And I don't think this is going to run out of its combustion mixture anytime soon. So that is that. What was accomplished today, as it is now time to end off the stream? Well, today was started off by expanding the foundries to get copper plates as well as glass going. So now I have glass being made through foundries, and I have copper plates being made through foundries. I have gone out on a bit of a hike and started a little bit mining the copper from way up there because our local patch is just a little bit running dry. I will also need to be doing this for the iron because, as you can see, the iron is now starting to run a little bit dry. So that's what I will do next time, is I will go out to additional iron, probably both of these, because these are actually closer patches than this copper was. I also ran out to coal to get additional coal in from these resource patches, and I decided I may as well just run power up to this chromium, which will need syngas to start mining. And I will need chromium to make machines that will allow me to get tar, that'll allow me to get even more aromatics for even more power generation. Speaking of power generation, that's what I worked a lot on today. I have gotten coal to coke going directly through these machines. I've gotten destructive distillation columns making even more coal gas that is being used to mine a little bit more aluminium ore. I have gotten the a coke column going here, destroying coke to turn into extra coal gas and tar. I have creosote being produced that's being turned into aromatics that's being used to create power. I have also taken excess coal gas that's being produced from this line and am turning it into syngas, and I'm burning the ash that's the product of that, and I'm using that syngas currently to produce yet more power. And of course, some of the syngas will eventually be used to mine some chromium. Phew, that was a lot that was done. Next time, it will be more iron right off the bat, I think, because this needs to be addressed very soon. And then it's time for Circuit 1 production to get kicking off. It is beyond time to work on automating Circuit 1s, so I am definitely going to start that up next time. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. I will be back tomorrow with more angels. I will be back with Pyanodons coming up on next Tuesday, as per the usual schedule. Tuesdays and Thursdays are Pyanodons, and Monday, Wednesday, Friday is the Angels Bob's Space Extension playthrough. So if you're watching this video as a VOD on YouTube, check out my Twitch channel for the live stream every single weekday from 11 a.m. Eastern Time, US, until 2 p.m. Eastern Time, US. And that is going to last for the current foreseeable future, I think. And if it's changed, I will have the stream schedule available on the channel, so you can always check there, twitch.tv/Otaku Showboat. I hope to see you all soon.